Right, here we are. So, we're at Chapel 6 Marshes, but you know that because I've just fished the low water and finished up with a ray. So the reason I've done this and doing a second video at the same mark, it's cheaper for me for a start. I don't use so much fuel, and secondly, I'm hoping to catch loads of fish. So if I catch loads of fish coming up to high water, then the video would have been too long. So let's get this chucked out quick because I need to move back. It is frantic. So let's get this tuned up there. Yeah, that's about right. Get this hooked up. Got a bit of weed up top, so let's get rid of that. Bit of May rock on the last chuck out. Is that recording? Yep. Right. I backed the magnet off there. This reel was flipping flying. I didn't see where it landed because I could hear the reel fluffing up, and I've literally backed the magnet off, and that's cocked. Literally, and that's cocked. So these bearings, I'm going to take these bearings out and I'm going to put some Abu oil in them. Right, so here we are, Chapel 6 Marshes. It's the 16th of June again, and it's coming up to high water. The water is here. It's coming down and, oh, go away. It's coming down and going into this channel here. So I need to get in there and get over, because I do not want to get stuck. See you in a bit. think I've come back a bit early. But that's still out there. But I think this will fill up here within the next 10 minutes, and that give me a chance to sit down. I'm going to leave the rod there until I bring it on here. It's out a long way again with that walk back, so it's just get weed on it, don't you? But what do you think to last week, eh? In that weird, eh? I'm still here. But I did say to you what I was going to do, and that was the last cast, and I said I was going to reel it in. The young lads that down there with his dad and the other people who've been shrimping and that, the young lad come over and had a chat, and they do the competitions on this coast the same as Spalton, so they know Spalt. So I was chatting to him about that, and whilst I was talking to him, I thought I saw a real tentative little bite, and that was that ray, just nurturing over it and going, and yeah, so we didn't blank. So now we just need to catch over high water. This is quite a large holler here. Look at this here. Can you see how high? You must be able to see how high. See how high that is there? Where they are, they're going to be able to sit out there for ages before the water comes up. But here, this will come in here. I don't think it's going to come from down there as well. Once the water gets in there, it'll come this way. It's coming in here now, as you can see, and it'll come, won't come over here till the last minute, but this will fill up. I will have a little sandbank out there and it'll disappear, but I can cast over that sandbank, and if the hounds turn up, yeah, fingers crossed they will, we might get a couple of hounds. I ain't greedy, and we'll see how long this video is. Hopefully it might be even shorter. I've got a 2-hour card in there, but yeah, not a lot to talk about. I had an absolute rubbish drive there, like I said earlier, but you have to take that on the chin sometimes, don't you? Sometimes, I mean, tonight, when I drive home tonight, it'll be empty, and whoever's on the road will be motoring. They'll be doing the speed limit, put it that way, and it's just a pleasure driving home. It's just coming here. The amount of diverers that are on the roads are unbelievable. We're fishing still. This is weird. We're fishing still with the Kenzaki and the low water reel. I am getting a bit shaky because I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to go get a high water fishing reel or just stick with the low water. I think I'll stick with that. What I'm gonna, can you see how steep this bloody beach is there? You won't be able to pick it up really, but that's all level. If I undo this, look at that. Now you'll be able to see the horizon in the it's steep, isn't it? So on a big huge tide, you're into quite a big depth of water here, especially with this great big puddle there, this triangle sand fanny. Yeah, so it's coming in. Look, in 10 minutes it'll be around my tripod. Yes, it's going to take a bit longer to get over there, but I don't want to be, I can always escape there. There's nothing, you ain't going to get in trouble there over there, because this water isn't going to come down there for ages yet. But this is it, I can cast out there. That's what we're doing. I'm going to stick with the one rod. That's a bit more of a challenge, isn't it? That'll be an easy session as well. There's no chance of tangles ups if we get a hound like last 2 videos ago. But yeah, I hope this works out alright. It certainly does me a favour, and I'm getting a second video on the same trip. I do like fishing just low water. I would keep fishing until it hit air and then I would go home. But it is 7 o'clock. So I've got 2.5 hours of fishing. And if I have to wade out there to cast out, I will do. I've got crabs now, so I'm going to start using crabs. See you in a bit. Well, the water's coming in. I'll show you it in a minute. But I'm sat here, I've had a sandwich. I've had my sandwich. Tin foil to prove it, you know. Don't want anyone to think that I'm lying. So, you understand what's happened in this video and in last week's. I came here for about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Started fishing. And it is now 7:15 and I'm still fishing, but I fish low water, and I normally call low water till it hits this slope on the beach, but I did it 25 yards away from that because it's a sudden rush in. So quids in we're catching that ray. I was talking to my lad down there, and I saw a couple of little tentative bites, and brilliant. It's very hard to catch rays. Well, it ain't hard to catch rays on there, but you know, it's not as easy as what it is on the Oldness Coast. You've got the right conditions on the Oldness Coast that you're gonna catch a ray, really. Well, if you're a good fisherman. But yeah, what a beautiful day fishing. Got a bit windy earlier, but it's died down now. The sea's still a little bit choppy, but it's not that choppy because I wouldn't have caught a ray with her. So let's hope in this next 2.25 hours that I actually pull out another fish. Otherwise, I could have just done the one video, couldn't I? Could have just done the one video, and but it would have been too long. I'm quite subconscious. I'm a bit concerned with the video 2 weeks ago. It ain't live yet, but by the time you watch this and me talking, it'll been up. But it's going to be over 2 hours long. Now, I've done videos over 2 hours long. 2 hours 40, I believe. And I don't even think I caught in it. Or if I did, there was one fish in it. And people still watched it. So that video might be long. It might be 2 hours, 2:10, 2:20. Might be hour 50 if Tom can't cut any out. If he can cut some out. But at least I caught 9 hounds, didn't I? Have you caught 9 hounds yet, Keith? I'm just asking the question, mate. Have you caught 9 hounds? So I have got my Daiwa Supercast in the van, and I've got a my Blue Yonder, my Abu Blue Yonder reel. So I could go get it and fish it, but by the time I've gone and got that and got sorted, it'll be 7:45, and I ain't gonna have very long to fish, Emma. So I'm just gonna concentrate on one reel, one rod, and I've just baited up. I'm a bit miffed. I've just baited up some squid and lugworm, but I've brought 2 crabs, which is 4 baits. Now John can tell you I can make 4 baits last all day. But yeah, I said to you I won't be on there long, didn't I? There we have it. Look, I've done that up too tight. It's too noisy. So you can see the sand spit still there. Look, let me just show you. And then this way, you can see how high that is there. So you could probably drop a bait in there and it would do quite well, but I'm still firing it out. See you later. Right, let's get this brought in. It's got quite a bend on it, and I had a bit of may rot on it last time, so there could be some weed on it because the tide's coming in. Up to now, with the tide going out and the initial part of the flood, it was fine until that last car reeling with the form back rayon in last week's video. So it's quite weird because I'm still here and it's the second video. So I'm fishing Chapel St, that's down there, and I keep getting it wrong. Chapel 6 Marshes are the high water now. I don't know how high water is. It was 1 point tigers away. The boots, these boots are my old winter boots. Remember when I was in the river sliding about and there's no tread on them? Well, there's still no tread on them. But I've cut out the thermal woolly liner, and I've bought some insoles off Amazon. Well, the insoles are fantastic. They're size 41, the same as the boots, and they've just took up enough room, and my foot isn't moving about in the boots, so it's brilliant. I've actually got grip in my wellies, and my feet aren't sweating like gonads on a hot day. So everything's good. Hopefully I won't go in with stinky feet and have to have a quick shower. I think I'll go home, get a beer, pint of beer. Once I put all stuff away, go home, get a pint of beer, and then I think I'll get the tin bath out and put it in front of the telly. It's heavy. Just noticed my reel seat in line with my eyes. Shall have to address that tomorrow. It's obviously moved over time. This has got some weight on it, so I've either got weed on it or a fish. Beautiful smooth reel. I've got a fish on there. Now what fish is it? A long way. Can you see how long I'm reeling this in? Bit of may rock. bloody fish at this rate. I'm going to have to pull it back. I don't think I've lost it. Have I? Gone right. Fucking hell. You bastard. You fucking bastard. That was heavy as arseholes all the way. Bit of may rot on it, having to pull it off. Fuck's sake. Fucking shit. I am 100% certain I had a fish on there. Shall I go into the fact of it's not even May? Last week it was the algal bloom of May rot and it was bloody easy. This is now the fibrous crap. When I was pulling that May rot off, yeah, it went light. That was heavy all the way in. Fuck's sake. The rod gets absolutely lathered up. Right, I'm going to have to take short this time. Amazing, isn't it? It's not a Melida, but it's all of them a mainline. There's a little bit on it. Yeah, look at that. Oh, bloody hell, eh? Sorry for the language. I mean, it's shocking, isn't it, eh? Grown man like me swearing, eh? Right, so here it is, look. That's my pennel hook. You can see that. And then that's my bait. And then here is my hook. It's pulled it bloody through, hasn't it? So it's attacked that and yanked the hook out. How's that happen? Right, these little mini manta hooks. I really like them, but I think I'm going to have to get some heavy duty bait elastic for them only, so that I can really pull them tight. And the shank is quite short, which means I can set the hook higher up the bait, which is what I want. But we don't want that to happen either, do we? Bollocks. That was heavy as anything all the way in. Surely it weren't my weight. Let's just write it off. Let's get this baited changed. Let's get this puppy baited. Squid and crab, this one. Squid and crab, so we'll get this chucked out. I'll chuck it out sort of halfway. It'll probably go too far, it always does, doesn't it? Right, let's get this set. It might be why it's fluffing up a little bit, because my reel is just to the right of my eyes, but we shall sort that out tomorrow. It'd be nice to have a fish on that, wouldn't it? I swear there was a fish on that. Never mind, let's crack on. I saw it going through the sky, and then I looked down at the spill and was watching the spill, so I didn't see where it landed, because you can tell when it's about to slow down and stop because the spill noise. But never mind, not out of far. It's not out as far. So we're not out as far, it's still out of way. Probably too far really. It's just that weed, isn't it? That may rot, it does your head in, doesn't it? I'll speak to you in a minute, I've got to clean this lens. I can't believe that. It was either the grip wires were dug into the sand, but surely the weight wouldn't stay in right until 20 yards from coming onto the beach. 25, because the way I was reeling it in, it was fast enough to lift the weight up. So I can't believe, I mean, I'm always an advocate of, a lot of the time people think that it's heavy and stuff, but your grip wires are in the sand. But to drag it all that way, I can't believe it. And I still kept some pressure on it. I don't think it went slack, but should have just walked up the beach, shouldn't I? Never mind, we have got 5 to 8, so we've got an hour and 35 minutes left. But I think I might have to pack up at 20 past. So we've got an hour and 25. Still time yet to catch a fish, isn't there? Still no one really on the beach, is there? Can you see that? Sun is starting to go down, but by the time I pack up it will be sunset, but sun might be setting at 20 odd minutes past 9. Oh, I thought they had caught fish then, but they're moving the gear. So yeah, even though the sun sets at, let's say, 27 minutes past 9, which I think is the right time, you still get enough light bouncing up until like 10 o'clock, still lightish. Oh, I'm sure that was a fish, but whatever it was, it weren't on there, so. You know what the problem is, don't you? I caught all them 9 hounds and you just think, whoa, it's going to be on fire, it's going to be on fire, but Thursday, Friday and Saturday was atrocious high winds, and it was cold on these beaches from what I gathered, and it was blowing easterly. It was shocking, so the fish have gone off, and really Sunday I think was the first really good day, and then you got today. The fish will probably turn up tomorrow or Wednesday, won't they? That's what will happen. I'll see you in a bit. I think if I was to keep fishing all night until dark, I think you'd catch, because they're going to be out there, but it's still that ropey time, isn't it? Let's put this in the box. So I've got squid and crab on at the minute. I don't like using my monochrome, that blue monochrome, when there's may rot about. But it'll all wash off. It'll get a strip down and then proper clean. And I shall also strip the gearbox down, the gear side. I'll strip that down and check it all out and make sure it's all right. Cool. After that session of 9 hounds, you just want it to bang bang, don't you? Because it's like, but it's not. I haven't seen them lads down there pull anything out yet. Hour and 10 minutes. We're on a countdown to catch a fish, aren't we? Theoretically, I haven't blanked today on this trip to the Lincolnshire coast, but video-wise, from low water to high water, fishing them separately in 2 separate videos, if I don't catch in the next hour and 10 minutes, it's a blank. There's a few flies about now as well. It's been spiders all day. I'm taking my cat to the vets tomorrow. He's still very thin, but he is eating every day. He'll drink milk, he'll drink cream, he'll eat his licks mixed in with food, so it's like a sludge of blancmange, and he just licks it all up. But sometimes he'll eat half of it, sometimes he'll eat all of it. But what he's doing is he's doing this all the time, so there's something wrong with his teeth, I think. So I'm taking him to the vets tomorrow, or I'm going to phone up. I meant to phone up today to book it, and I bloody forgot, didn't I? It's because I'm worrying, because I don't want to take him in case they say that's it. That's the problem. But I've got to book him in tomorrow or Wednesday and get the vet to check his teeth out. And if it's his teeth, the vet left them in. He took all his teeth out apart from 2 and a couple at the front. Well, he's such a fanny, this cat. If his teeth hurt, don't just get on with it like Tigger did. All his teeth fell out. Never took him to the vets. Tab, he likes holding on to him. That's making him ill, isn't it? So tomorrow I'm taking him in to get to see if that's the case. But he is not being... If there's anything wrong, he isn't going to come... He's going to come home with me, alive, breathing. No matter what the vet says, because he's purring away. I've just been talking to the wife, and he's had his tea and he's purring away. I mean, he's happy as Larry. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll say, yeah, he's got a loose tooth here, and I'll just say, can you pull it out now? Anyhow, we'll see. I'll update you on it. So, in a video a bit back, I did say, do you know of anybody that can do that stupid voice of old Sir Skidmark? I think I've seen that written down somewhere. Probably in a textbook. Sir Skidmark. It seems familiar. Because I don't know of anybody that can do that voice. And they're all the same, aren't they? Old ceramic bobhead. Yeah. Rachel from complaints. Because she wasn't even in accounts, was she? She was in the complaint department. She speaks the same through her nose. There's another one as well, but I can't remember which one it is that speaks through the nose. And then, as Katie Hopkins said, you've got old, I'll not say it all, but you got old continuously getting fatter Bowden Ball. He's just apologetic for everything that is possibly the English have done in this world, you know. And until he's given everything away, I think, I don't think he'll be happy. God, I tell you what, if they get elected again after this term, if they get elected again, that'll probably do me, because you know what they're doing to the pension, don't you? Well, Google it, because they're now talking about it going up to 68 and then constantly going up to 71. I mean, how long do they think you live for? I mean, I always thought, in my opinion, that the pensions should have been made the same. So whether the men come down to 60 like the women, or the women went up to 65 like the men, but that should have been it. End of story. This 67 and 68 that's possibly going to come is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Because how long you could retire and then 4 months later, oh, Mr. Everett, you got 2 weeks to live, you've got cancer. Oh, it's a shame, isn't it? You're not going to get to spend your money that you earned. No. Or my pension. No. What about an holiday? No. Time I get there, I'll be dead, won't I? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's all people that are multi-millionaires, probably never had a, well, that whole cabinet hasn't had a job or a business, I don't think. I mean, they've got one in there that's supposed to be a barrister or a solicitor, and that isn't the case. He didn't even set the... He's not a solicitor, he never was. He worked at a solicitor's. It's an absolute shit show of liars, deceit. That bit of flint. Take that home. I always take a stone home. Yeah, so if they get voted in for another 5 years, and don't say, well, that wouldn't happen, because that sir down in London, what on earth is that about? I mean, I can understand David Beckham, he's a nice bloke and he does a lot, but bloody hell, he can't say enough, can he? Yes, I'm a son of an immigrant man. Yeah, well, fuck off then. This ain't going well, is it? And I'm worrying now. I've got an hour and 5 minutes. Oh, bumblebee. Right, I'm gonna calm down now. I've had enough. But yeah, if they get voted in again, don't be complacent about it. You've got to go out and vote. And whoever moans about it and how things are going now, I mean, it's like gilts. Gilts are far higher now, for longer, than the Liz Truss mini budget that was never ever implemented. So her budget never took place. What actually happened is the Bank of England didn't move fast enough, plus other units didn't do what they should have done, and it started to create all that shit that was on her. And the media storm from the mainstream media. Gilts are higher now. It costs more money for us to borrow money now than in the old trust days, which was never, budget was never implemented. It's an absolute shit show. You're lied to, you fall for it. Not all, but people fall for it. And what will happen is there'll be this huge hoo-ha, like was with Trump, with Farage, and people will get scared and they'll vote the tossers in again. And like I say, That'll take me, what is it now? 57, 60, 61. I'll be in a Labour government until I retire. And I might not get to retire because they might move it and alter it. They're now doing it so they're going to tax you, aren't they? So that if you earn X amount through your pension that you've paid into a private pension and your old age pension, you're going to end up paying huge tax. This rod ain't gone yet, and it's an hour and a minute. Fucking hell. I shall reel that in at 1/2 or 25 past, and I'll put the other crab bait on, and then I'll make another bait up with crab, because it's crab all the way. Can't believe there's nothing there. But I bet you in 2 hours time it'll be bloody, they'll be jumping out of the water. They'll be like flies underwater, wouldn't they? He keeps wading out him. I mean, I don't understand it. He's only doing a red thump. But he's wading 10 yards out into the water. Well, Vernon, it's so he can cast further. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. If you would do off the ground cast up there, he could stand back 20 yards from the water's edge and cast further. It's dangerous when you walk out there. I know this beach is all flat and sandy, but if you're on the Oldness coast, I would never recommend you walk out there in the water with waders on, because there'll be a clay or there'll be a rock or something there and you'll trip over it and you'll be in. Right, I'm going to keep watching this. I'll pull it in. I'll bring you back when I reel it in, rebait up and chuck out. Oh, I've just lost another battery. I went to pull it out and it wouldn't come out, and then the end come off with a little tag. So I then had to manage to get it out with a pair of pliers, but butchering it to get it out. So it's just another battery I've lost now. You can't buy these batteries anymore. I think it's an absolute shit show. I'm going to have to order some dud batteries from Amazon and just hope that when I put them in, that I don't waste my money and it don't come up on the screen that this battery is incompatible with this camera, because that's what tends to happen. So I've never had much joy. I'll have to look at them and go through the reviews, because I'd rather spend 30-40 quid and get something so I can keep using this camera. They've caught a hound, I think. I've caught a hound, so the fish are about. So the hounds are down there. Hopefully they'll come up there. It's 1/2. Let's get this reeled in. May rock. There's less on that. didn't do the rod. My eye much good on the rod. Done it again. I don't think I'm going to use them manta hooks again until I've got thick bait elastic. Come on. You alright, mate? I don't know whether to send this out far. I might send this one out far and then send the next one close. Or shall I send this close? Let's send this close. It's a bit further than what they're casting. So, right, what I'm going to do is get this, watch it like a hawk. I think I'm a day too early. It's a shame really, but it's the day I picked. It's the day I picked to fish. Why do people let the dogs go round all your fucking box and bag and everything? They haven't pissed on it, but for all I know they could have done. Just walking along. Right, dead straight out in that gully, that's the main thing. So I'm getting desperate now. I really thought the fish would come on. We're getting a lot of water in front of us now. It's duller than it was by a long shot. I'm using crab and squid. Right, I'll get another one baited up. See you in a bit. Right, I've had a little touch on this. Exactly the same as the previous bite with the ray. Well, exactly the same as the bite I had last week in the low water fishing video. I've got half an hour left to fish, so I'm going to have to bring it in and put the other bait on. nothing on this. Please don't let me in May rock. Just tied when to move the rod. Fucking A-rock. Getting stressed now. Getting stressed. Getting stressed out of it because I'm running out of time, aren't I? Right, let's get this out. Do we chuck it far or short? Well, I very much doubt if I'm casting properly, but I've totally forgot about everything I'm doing behind me. And I'm just concentrating on the pull punch. It's all I'm concentrating on. And here we are. I didn't even give that full beans really. I ain't gone out as far as the ones today because look, you can see the Z-Tech lettering there. Yeah, you can see the Z-Tech lettering, but you can't see all of it. You can't see all of it. So I was getting out, but I didn't really give out all the beans. So it just shows that with technique, you could get it further. But the thing is, all that behind now, I just lay it down, forget about it. I didn't even check then if my rod tip was on the ground, but I'm sure it was. And then all I'm thinking of is that. It's all I want to think of is that. Because if I'm doing that, and I'm seeing the weight every time, yeah, if I'm doing that, then I'm not coming over like that with this hand here. I want that hand there. So it's like, boom. If I come round and come over the top, it's always here, isn't it? So, don't want it too flat, do we? We want it, boom. Right, I'll bring you back. It's coming up to 9 o'clock. I've got 20 minutes. So I might as well put that rig away, because it's not a case of, well, I'll have another cast. Because to be honest, if I was on the Holderness Coast now, or if I was at Sandylands, I could stay until I catch a fish. But I am limited. I think if I pack up at 9:20, I've got to walk over there, so that's 10 minutes, chuck everything in the van, and get the van moved. I can sort the van out once I'm off the car park, but I think I've got plenty of time. Just want one of them fish that I caught a few videos ago, don't I? You know, take it off that video and put it on this video. That's what we need. Wonder if someone can have a word with the fish. See you in a bit. Well, my rod, my line is right over there. I saw my rod bob a couple of times, and now my line is over there. There is no tide pull in this water. It is 9:15. I need to pull that out, really. Oh, wouldn't it be jammy and lucky and fantastic if there's a fish on there? Do you know, all them 9 hounds I caught, there was no, well, there was a couple of good bites. But some of them were just like tiny. Just like that. And my line is now over there. My line was straight out. That don't look bad, that, does it? I'm gonna have to reel it in. Because check them in frame. I did say it didn't look bad, did it? Right, the time is 9:15. The time I reel that in, it'll be 20 past, won't it? Fucking line, you can't see it. That's the only thing I don't like about that line. Yeah, my line is right over there now. It was straight out. This is heavy. I've got a fish on there. Fish on, it's heavy. clay rot to deal with, haven't we? It's heavy. I'm going to wind this all on the rod wheel and clean it when I get home. We've got an hound. We've got the leader on. Let's reel this back, walk it back. Lump. Sorry about that. There was no other way. She is huge. She's got pups. I'm ever so sorry about that. That is something I don't like doing. Had to do it to get it out of there. Ho ho! No blank again. What a booty. What a booty. Fluff. Right. There you have it. One female, and she is soft in the belly. So she has got pups in her, I think. Look at them eyes. Absolutely stunning. Right. Thumbnail. We didn't blank on both sessions. So we caught on low water and we caught on high water. I shall measure this. I know how far it is on there. Let's get this back. Haha. Sorry about that, it was flashing then. Well, that's gone. Oh, I'm so chuffed. Shall I tell you why I'm chuffed? Because we caught a ray on the last cast on last week's video, which was the low water session of this. And on the high water session of this, because I was anticipating loads of fish, we've caught ourselves a smooth hound, and it's much appreciated. I was getting desperate. I tell you for now, I was getting desperate. But we got it, didn't we? We got it. So I'm chuffed with that. The thing is, let me set this up. The thing is, let me just wipe this in case any stuff went over it. Right. The thing is, I was getting a bit shaky. I was thinking I ain't gonna do it, and I'm chuffed I am. How jammy was that? But you gotta be here to catch it, ain't you? Now the time now is 9:20. We've got an hour and a half before high water, an hour and a half, and then over. So now it's now going to start coming alive, isn't it? So just think, I could catch loads more fish tonight if I was stopping there, if I paid the 50 quid pass for the car park, but I haven't. So I have to be out of this car park at 10. So I'm going to lose loads of fish for you, which I'm sorry about. But we caught at low water last week. Chuffed with that. First ray on this Links coast this year, I think. I got one last year, I'm not certain. But what a lovely big hound that was. And it went just past my rubber on my reel from the top of that tripod. So I'll measure that. Should we do it now? Yeah. Right. So 45, that's 90. So it's about 97 centimetres. Could be 96, could be 95, but 97 centimetres. That's what it is on there. Yes, I haven't brought me reel, but I will do soon. I will start bringing it. Thank you for watching this. I hope I've done the right thing by splitting the videos up. I didn't want another 2.5 hour long video. I was hoping the fish would be biting a lot sooner, but it's now getting twilight, and them fish will be coming on now, and those chaps down there will start catching like anybody's business. So thanks for watching. Remember what I said in the last video last week. Please give us a thumbs up, and please give us a comment, even if it's just hello, because it might just swing the algorithm into putting me back where I was before something was said in the story time with John, and my outburst I had in the comment section where I got threatened with termination. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Please do what I just asked, if you can, if you want. If you don't want to, don't bother, but it would be really helpful to me. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a lovely fat hound. Must have been 8 or 9 pound. Must have been. I've got scales, but I ain't got my sling with me. It's in the van. But there you go, 97 centimetres. Don't know what else to say apart from I'm chuffed. So I hope I've done it right with splitting the videos. They're both last week's and this week's videos were all filmed on the 16th of June. See you anon. If only I had that pass. I'm hoping that this is bloody filmed and he had something on the back. Only I've just caught an hound 97 centimetres long. And I hope this is filmed. I'll have to check it when I get back to the van, but it's too late now if it ain't. But if it ain't, I'll be fucking mad. But I can assure you I've just caught an hound. So I'm going, it's 16th of June. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, comment, please. Help me turn the channel. See you anon. You just want it to bang bang, don't you?